I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by DYANAROZAY on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. What's up, Supreme Team, and welcome to the channel. It's your girl, DYANAROZAY, and I am here to bring y'all the latest review for Heart and Hustle Houston. This is episode 7, season 1. If you guys can hear the sound of my voice, let me know. I put in your city, your state, your country, your island, your continent, wherever you are from, into the chat. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I just need to make sure y'all can hear me. What's up, Lady D Keys? Journey, this is her YouTube channel, you guys, so give her a follow if you will. She's starting something new. Congratulations, girl. Who else do we have? We got Sherry in the house. What's up, Sherry? Nice to have you. What's up, Glow? Nice to have you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Child, I was waiting for them to drop the damn secret. We got nothing. What's up, Cleveland? Patricia from Cleveland. Glow from St. Louis. We got Gigi from Houston. Ciao, 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 ciao. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Let me get myself on camera real quick. What's up? What's up? What's up? I could not find my red lipstick. Y'all know I love a red lip, child. I'm feeling just a little naked. I'm feeling a little naked without my lipstick. But listen, let me get my screen up. Child, did y'all see at the end when Elena and Josh was beating around the damn bush? Oh my God, Elena was about to spit on him. I swear to God, that was funny. Anyway, we're going to talk all about it. We are almost at the end of season 1. We got one more episode to go. So everybody who rocked with me for these reviews on Heart and Hustle Houston, I appreciate y'all. We're almost there, though. We're almost rounding up. Okay, so make sure everyone hit the like button, share the video, please, and thank you. Come on in. Let's see. We got Mactown, Georgia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I didn't watch the episode yet. You just got back in town. Okay, well, no worries. I'm going to take care of it for you. Okay, let me get my screen up real quick. Listen, Josh and Elena are definitely, they're the cliffhanger. They are going to give us all the deets next week, or this coming Saturday. They're going to give us all the details. Finally. So we'll get to see what it is. I'm not sure that it's a baby, because after watching Saturday's episode, child, I was rubbing my temples like, no, there has to be something bigger. I just don't know what it is. Come on in. Gary, Indiana's in the house. You still believe what? I still believe she's ready for each divorce. Listen, I had to Google, because after Saturday's episode, I was like, baby, what else is happening in that relationship? I actually Googled to see if there was anything going on with the divorce, and nothing yet. Nothing yet. Not to say that there will be, because I'm not wishing divorce on anybody, child. If you want to work it out with your husband, if he wants to work it out with you, please do. Please do. Okay. What's up, Zionsville, Indiana? I haven't, listen, I didn't put y'all together. I can't take y'all apart. You know what I'm saying? But it is intense what y'all have going on over there. I did read that not only she, but whatever happened, Josh did agree to bring it to the show. So she's talked about it, I guess, in past interviews, where she said he agreed to do this. So, oh my God, that's all I'm going to say is it's been a nail biter. It's been a nail biter. Let's see. You must say that this is the best reality TV show. You must say. Okay. And our MD said it is the best reality TV show. Edna from St. Louis. What's up, St. Louis? Y'all know I used to live there for quite some time, right over there by the Botanical Gardens, child. Anyway, I miss the food every damn day. Every day. Me and my husband were just talking about Playboys. I don't know if it's still open, but they used to make the best catfish. Oh my goodness. I need to just go back just for the food, just one weekend. Okay. Hit the like button, share the video, please and thank you. And I appreciate everybody for being here. Okay. So let's get to it. First up, I got all the names up. Y'all see the pictures. I also want to say this because I did. Oh, you know Playboys, girl. Playboys is excellent. Anyway, the ladies are friends in real life too. That's the other thing, because I had an opportunity to do some research. They all know each other. They are all friends in real life. They all lean on each other for different things. So we're watching a real friendship group. This is like Girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? The sitcom. But anyway, so it opens up with Toriia. She is planning a sweet 16 party for her 16 years in the PR industry, you know, doing big things over there. So she actually invites a bunch of party planners, including Chloe. Y'all know Chloe has an event planning company, and it looks like she's thebomb.com. If y'all follow her over there on her IG stories, she does a lot. So she has really beautiful weddings and things like that. Anyway, after they, look at the event space, which is supposed to be like a premier event space, one of the best in the country from what it sounds like, Chloe actually catches Toriia up on what happened between her and her son, Nico. We remember that from last week. Chloe said, listen, there's no rule book on how to be a parent, which she's absolutely right. But she actually says on camera, she said, hell, I thought when you turned 18, that was the end of it. That's all you got in regards to mothering. So she said, I'm sorry, y'all. That's just how she was raised to think about it. And it's crazy, but it's true. A lot of people actually have those kind of feelings about parenthood. Like, when you turn 18, you got to go. I'm done with the parenting part. But she knows that her son needs a lot more from her. And she is, open into fixing things and changing things and being there for him, which is all you can do, is correct yourself as you go along, right? Chloe actually asked Toriia to help her connect her son Nico to some people that's in the industry. You love Chloe's realness. I do too. I think Chloe's a good character. Let me just say this, because I know how people get attacked on reality TV for bringing their stories to the show, and people start calling them stupid and stuff like that. I hope that when y'all watch this, y'all know that the people that watch, the people that talk about y'all, they're no different than who you guys are. They just like to say stuff to be funny or whatever the case may be, but don't take any of that shit to heart, because I promise you, if they knew how to do it right, they would not be watching you, period. Okay. But anyway, Chloe asked Toriia if she could help her or help Nico in the industry, connect him to some people she might know in music and things like that. And Toriia said, absolutely. She gonna connect him to Young Thug and Willie D and Scarface and them from the Ghetto Boys, child. She said she knew some producers and a whole lot of people. Chloe said it didn't even occur to her to hook her son up with Toriia prior to them having that conversation where she realized he needed some help. And again, this is the type of stuff that we all do all the time, but it just doesn't, sometimes it doesn't click that you have the resources to put somebody else on. So now Toriia said, I'd be happy to. That's pretty much how it ends, but it was a good scene. I liked it. Anyway, again, Chloe, never change, baby. Stay who you are. We like to see your ebbs and flows in life, because I should say social media has a way of changing people. But anyway, the next scene, we have Brina and her husband, and they come out to sit on their ponderosa in their camping chairs. You could tell when Brina, and I think her husband's name is William, she had the weirdest expression on her face, like something heavy must have just happened before they started filming the scene. But they put those camping chairs out, and Brina catches William up on her spa, what she has going on with her business. And then she also catches him up on what's going on with her son, Pop. Y'all know she had a son prior to getting married. So she tells him that Pop is slipping in his grades ever since he started dividing his time between their house and his biological father's house. And she is pissed about it. So she's letting him know that you get to see a scene between her and Pop, and you can tell that Pop is done with the lectures. I think she was in the car. They were in the car. She might have been driving them to school or something. He slouched in his seat. I mean, his head was damn near on the center console. Like, I don't want to hear this shit no more. Okay, you could tell that his brain is like, he's tired of his mama lecturing him. But you get to a place in your teen years where that shit's going to happen, where it's just going to happen. Anyway, she has a very handsome son. Let me say that, child. If I was a little younger child, he's a very cute boy. But anyway, he ends up coming into the scene, and he's emotional too. As soon as he walks in, he barely started speaking before the tears are streaming down his face. But they just asked him, how is things going? How are you doing? Like I said, he immediately starts crying. And he said, listen, I was just tired of getting into trouble all the time when I was here at the house with y'all. That's why I wanted to start spending more time with my biological father. He ends up saying that he thought he was a burden to them. He thought he was a burden, and that when he left, it would be much easier on them in their marriage because they just got married. And that was a heartbreaking scene. I mean, he got the words out, but he was crying the entire time. And his mom, Brina, I don't know if she was shocked, but she was just kind of staring at him like, what? Where is this coming from? And y'all know, just a couple of episodes back, Brina said that she felt like the type of child that couldn't do anything right in her mother's house. It was affecting her to the point of where she was crying at the group therapy session, right? So she's like, I am shocked. I am shocked that he feels this way. That's the same shit I felt. So I don't know where this is going to lead us into the next season, but this is where she is now. She was just like, I was shocked. Anyway, he's getting the words out, and William, the stepdad, he tells him, listen, I never saw you as a stepchild or that you weren't mine. I love you like you're my child. You're my child. You know what I'm saying? And he said, I understand that you want to spend time with your biological father. That's normal. But I don't want you to ever think that you can't come to me, that you can't talk to me, whatever those things are, because I see you as my child in my eyes. Off camera, when Brina was in confessional, she said, listen, Pop telling William that, he's a stepdad and he wanted to see or spend time with his real dad, she said that hurt him. That hurt him to his core because he doesn't see him like that. Child, the woes that must happen with stepchildren and all that shit, because there's plenty of crazy that happens with your biological kids. But he's listening to him say it. He lets him get it out. Brina looked like she was heartbroken and furious at the same time. They let the child get it out, and it's William who stands up first, and he said, give me a hug. Like, I understand. And he hugs him, and he tells him, it's okay for you to get your emotions out. It's okay for you to be emotional. It was actually a cute scene, child. I'm not cute, but you could tell that it was genuine. That's the word I'm looking for. It was a genuine moment, and that William, even though some of those words might have hurt him about him wanting to be around his biological dad, he had to let him get there. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So I really appreciated that scene. I thought it was cool. Brina also gets up and hugs her son, but you can tell that there's still a lot more going on, because why would your son feel that way, considering you and William have been in a relationship, I think she said, for over 8 years or something like that. So for over 8 years, William is really the only father, I'm assuming, that boy knew. He's just now reaching out to his biological father. That wasn't happening before. He grew up in the same house. So Brina, we'll have to see what happens next. Okay, this looked like it'd be a juicy part, but to have your teenage son get on TV and start crying like that showed that there's a lot going on. There's a lot of heaviness going on there. So anyway, I did appreciate that they hugged him and told him it was okay. Moving on to the next scene. Toriia hosts another get together, this time with the single girls, Ro and Chloe. Y'all know they got the married group and the single group. So I think that they're going to divide their time like that for a while. But Toriia catches the girls up on her blind date. Y'all remember she went out with Father Time. And she said the shit ain't gonna work because once I got there, she said he has a daughter that's around my age. He doesn't want any more kids. I want a lot of children. I want things to happen. So instead of me wasting any more time in that relationship or trying to start that relationship, I'm a bow out gracefully right now. Chloe ends up saying that Toriia is looking for someone who wants a big family. She said she's looking for someone who doesn't love horses. I don't know what she got against horses, but she said she also is looking for somebody who can blow her back out at least 3 to 4 times a day. Not a week, a day. Okay. Good luck, girl. But anyway, she said that's what she was looking for. Let's see what else happened. Ro in this scene lets the ladies know that she quit her job as a GM over there at Victory. She said that they didn't respect her boundaries. She was always trying to tell them, I'm a single mom. I have a daughter at home. These are the things that I need. And she said they were breaking them every single time. And she's in a place right now where she needs to be a mama to her daughter. And she's just not going to deal with the shit that was happening over there at Victory, which I can imagine. She was probably getting called all day and night, Monday through Sunday. And she said even though she loved the job and, she had to go, it wasn't something she wanted to do. It was just, she realized that they weren't going to meet her halfway. So she quit. So now we have Ro out here. Now, she didn't say what she was doing next, child, but we'll see. Maybe she got a little money packed away or stacked away someplace. Anyway, after they, catch each other up, Brina sends a text to all the girls. It was a group text letting them know that she wants to go to a wine vineyard there in Houston or there in Texas. And she asked all the ladies if they wanted to go. And they said yes, they couldn't wait to get there. So that was cool. Come on in, everyone. Hit the like button, please, and thank you. I appreciate y'all. In the next scene, we have Toriia. It is Toriia's actual Sweet 16 party, the event day. So she is getting ready for that. She's flying her friends in from all over the country, child. They look like they just got off the plane. And they are going in to get their makeup done, their hair done, all the things. And Toriia invites Elena to get her makeup done. Y'all know Elena is a makeup artist and she does all the stars, all the who's who. So she said that this was a big event. Anyway, everybody's coming in. This is the day of the event. Like I said, everybody's coming in. They have all of these old school rides and these pimped out ass colors, low riders, all of it. Okay. They are coming in and the girls are saying this is just like Toriia to throw this type of event. Toriia is serious too about her events because she said anybody knows that you need 2 outfits. She said you got to have your grand entrance outfit and then you got to have your rest of the party outfit. Okay. So she changed out her attire. I do believe that Chloe was the best dress. I don't know if y'all like Chloe. Who did y'all think had the best dress? Elena said she was rocking her, what did she say it was? I forgot the name of it. It was the movie with Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner. She said she was rocking that outfit. Anyway, after everybody shows up, they're all having a good time. Toriia ends up giving her event speech and she's telling everybody, listen, I've done a little bit of everything with everybody, right? I've worked for BET, Netflix, Nike. She has, like I said, a who's who list of all the rich and famous all over the country. And she said that basically after the passing of her father, she had an opportunity to reevaluate what is important in her life and what she would like to spend her time doing for the next half, okay, including trying to get pregnant and find her husband. But she said now's the time for her to get it moving. And she is saying sayonara to the PR industry. She said that she doesn't want to do it anymore, that she's going to spend the second half of her career putting everything into her restaurant. She has a restaurant by the name of Rain. So even though it was supposed to be this fun event, sweet 16 years in the business, she was also resigning at the party. And everybody seemed a little shocked, but they did wish her well and said that they understood. So that was cool. What else? They all seem supportive. All of the girls' circle seemed supportive. After that, she wiped away her tears, child, and they started dancing. They started dancing. People started rapping. Thank you, Gigi. I appreciate that. Yes, it was the bodyguard. So Elena had on her bodyguard outfit, the Whitney Houston outfit. Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate y'all. So yeah, after that, they start dancing. Toriia told the DJ to turn up the music, and child, all I remember is people swag surfing and shit. So they were definitely having a good time. Everybody knew the moves. Nobody was a wallflower. That was good. And then at the end of it, Toriia has a chance to introduce Nico, Chloe's son, to some of the who's who that she had in the room. There was a rapper called Little Flip who actually went to school with Chloe. So Chloe has all types of connections, and she simply forgot, child. I don't know. I don't know. Don't blame me. But Chloe is now supporting her son the way her son said her late husband, his stepdad who passed away, used to support him. He said that he was the one who was in the studio and pushing him and, encouraging him. So that was good. Now Nico has some motion in the industry thanks to her mama and to Toriia. So we'll see what happens next. All right. In the next scene, you guys, we had Elena, who meets up with the married ladies, Brina and Munira. And Munira is letting them, or not Munira, Brina is telling them what they could expect at this wine event that they have coming up. Munira catches the ladies up on what's going on between her mother and her husband. Y'all know she said she had a monkey on her back when it came to her mama and her husband, because it looked like they might have been, scratching each other's eyes out during the day, fussing with each other or whatever. I think she said that her mom just didn't seem to like him and he had an attitude all day. Anyway, they had an opportunity to all go out on a date with each other and they worked it out. And she said, now everything is good. So no more problems with them. And that's when Elena gets a chance to share. They asked what was going on with her. And Elena basically breaks down into tears. She said, listen, I got this new business. I'm trying to work that. And where everything should be wonderful, I got this monkey on my back by the name of Josh. And then she burst into tears. She said, I'm not happy. I'm just not happy. And this is a shock for them, I'm sure, because Elena already said that she likes to paint the perfect picture for everybody. She doesn't want them to think that she has problems. But it sounds like Brina might have a little more information about what's going on in that relationship than anybody else. But when she says it, Brina's like, girl, I am proud of you for even getting the courage to say that, because I know how hard this shit is for you. Anyway, Elena asked the girls, how long does it take in a marriage or a relationship for a husband to adhere to your expectations for them? And both of the ladies said, that's up to you. Like, there is no set, time frame for that. One of the girls said, listen, Rome wasn't built in a day, girls. So if this is something you want to work it out and kill the noise of what you think everybody else feels or thinks about this relationship. That kind of perks her up just a little bit. Elena ends up saying Josh has tattooed across his chest that Rome wasn't built in a day and that he wants to get it covered up. You should encourage that. Encourage him to cover that shit up, because something tells me that Josh has been allowed to do anything and everything that he wants on his time, because people can get selfish like that. Oh, I want to do it my way. And now you are in this marriage all by yourself with these damn kids, and he just comes in and out when he feels like it, or he follows the rules when he feels like it, but he expects you to follow the rules. Anyway, Brina asked Elena a very important question, child. She said, listen, you going to therapy and everything, but what happens? Have you thought about what you're going to do if therapy doesn't cut it? If therapy does not, help you through what you guys got going on? And Elena said, therapy is my last resort. Therapy is my last resort. So if we can't move forward after this, I'm out, because I don't want to live any more of my life unhappy. Curtains. So if you're seeing this for the first time, baby, that got to be some hard shit to hear, okay? But anyway, this would have filmed, I'm assuming, last year. I don't know. I had to look that up, but I'm assuming that it may have filmed last year, since it's, or taped last year, since it's on air this year. Anyway, fast forward, Elena has gotten it out to the girls that shit might, hit the ceiling. We may not be together. After 15 years of marriage, this could be over for me and Josh if things don't go the way I hope they go, or, he doesn't meet my expectations based on what happens in therapy. Okay? So now we are at the therapy session. Okay? And you can tell that Josh, even though he may have agreed to be on this TV show, even though he may have agreed to reveal whatever this fucking secret is on this show, he's not ready. He does not want to do it, baby. But now it is the time to piss or get off the pot. Okay, so they are here. The therapist, her name is Dr. Angela. She is the same person that Ro is seeing. So my guess is that she is the therapist for the show, similar to how Dr. Francis is a therapist for LAMH, okay? But Elena arrives there first. Josh is coming in after. Okay, so she comes in after. First thing you notice, y'all are here for therapy, right? So why is only one of y'all here? And Dr. Angela said, I see you. Where's Josh? You know what I'm saying? And she was like, oh, he's on his way. No, y'all come together, because that's how y'all, even if you have to pull up in the parking lot together. Isn't that how Tisha and Marceau did it? We're gonna walk in, okay, together, walk out. Anyway, when Josh arrives, Dr. Angela asked him what changed his mind about coming to therapy, because everybody know you was allergic to it. You didn't want to be here. So what changed your mind? Josh says, listen, I'm a very private person. I'm very quiet. But he wants to see what God has in store for their marriage. And I don't know. When he said, I want to see what God has in store, I was like, why is God involved in this? Because now I feel like God is someplace. I feel like God is someplace. Where's my emoji at? When he said, I want to see what God has in store for my marriage, for a marriage you've been cheating on since the engagement, I feel like God did this, okay? I feel like he put his hands over his mouth like, shush, baby, don't say that, because I don't have shit to do with you sleeping around with everybody, okay? But after he says that, Elena is just sitting there as quiet as can be, nodding her head, trying not to go, in my opinion, berserk, because you can tell that she was pacing herself, like, if this motherfucker don't cut it out and try to make himself be the victim, because he was at one point making himself out to be the victim, okay? But she stopped him every single time. Anyway, after he says that he wants to see what God has in store for him or for their marriage, he says, I really wish we could have worked this out at home. That was my preference, to work it out at home, but I guess we're not there anymore. There's no way we can get that done. The whole time he's saying that, Elena's looking at him just like this with her eyes half closed, like, motherfucking please, okay? Anyway, Elena said that they have been on a rocky road for the last 3 years. 3. And then she said they sleep in separate bedrooms. And Josh just doesn't seem to get it that we need to get over this hump, okay? And he's not giving me anything to help me get there. Dr. Angela asked Josh what he hopes to get out of therapy. And then Josh seemed a little more sincere. To be honest, he did seem a little more sincere when he said that he wanted his wife to wake up and know that he loves her. He also said that he wants her to feel safe. He said emotionally, physically, all the things, because clearly he has destroyed that for her. And he knows this. So while he's talking, he looks very sheepish, y'all. Like the type of face that you make when somebody has to shake you real quick, like, get your shit together. I'm gonna need you to talk and be real and stop, sulking and making it seem like, you're a victim of all this shit. Talk and say what you have to say. But he can barely get the words out. Anyway, Elena said that the trust has been broken many times throughout the years, and she has never healed from him cheating during the engagement. And he still hasn't done anything to correct his shit. Okay, so she is pissed and she's tired of Josh. Hold on. She's tired of Josh acting like it's a one-time thing. It's not a one-time thing. It's been happening. The therapist says, well, I'm sure that you weren't feeling good as a person to Josh, right? So clearly you've done a whole lot of shit. And what the therapist is hitting on is if you've been doing a whole lot of shit, and you're not feeling good, there's an insecurity inside of you that's making you do things. That's what the therapist is saying, Dr. Angela. Anyway, Josh tries to lean into that. And he said, yeah, because, I never really felt like a husband. And, I internally, I freaked out. And the second he says that, Elena, baby, I have to say, at the beginning, I thought that Elena was like a shrinking violet. She is not. Elena pops her face like, bitch. She said, wait a minute. And I hear what you're saying. I do. But don't do that. Don't do that, okay? She said, under no circumstances am I going to allow you to be the fucking victim in this situation. Because it wasn't like things have been a certain way since 15 years ago. We need to talk about what happened now, okay? In the here and the now, the recent. A lot of details you seem to be skipping over. And there are things that happened recently. This is what she says to Josh. Hey, Erica, nice to have you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now Josh gives a look like he regrets everything. I regret this therapy session. I regret these damn TV cameras. Hell, I regret being born, okay? He is like done. And if he could have, I really think he would have ran out of that damn therapy room. Hey, Lori C, welcome, welcome, welcome. But he sits there and he takes it. Good for you for manning up, boo, because it does take a lot. I ain't gonna lie. But Elena says, listen, I need you to know that there are current things that's happening. And before Elena can actually say what those things are, because I think he did think she was going to just drop the dime on him before he had a chance to. He literally just blurts out, okay, yeah. You're right. I get it. He stops her from saying anything, clearly. So the therapist is like, okay, cut the shit. Josh, what thing or things, okay, is she talking about? What is it? Just say it. And that's when Josh takes this heavy ass sigh. And he goes, there are a lot of things that happen. I messed up. And Elena still's like, bitch, just say it. So anyway, that was the cliffhanger. We still don't know all the details. It is killing him to get it out. But next week's episode is called The Secret Is Out. So I'm assuming that he is going to say it finally. We will finally get to know what it is. But yeah, what did y'all think of that episode? Oh my God, it was crazy. Come on in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll be happy when it's out at this point, because my mind has been like all over the place. My mind has been thinking a whole lot of stuff that doesn't have anything to do with cheating necessarily, because I feel like this is something she's already gone through, and it would have been easy for her to be like, listen, this is what, your fourth time, your fifth time, your eighth time, pack your shit and go. What is it? What is it? Yes, this is clearly the cliffhanger, because next week's or this Saturday's episode is the last episode. That ends it for the season, and then they'll give us the next season. I don't know if it'll be next year or if they're going to split it the way they split Love and Marriage Huntsville and make it a 2-season kind of show. We'll have to see. But that was it. Okay. Last week I told y'all that I thought this was going to be the week they told us a story, child. They dragged this shit all the way out. They dragged it all the way out. But anyway, what are y'all thinking about Josh? Do y'all like him? Put a 1 in the chat if you are on Josh's side and you are appreciating that he is here to tell his side of the story on TV. Put a 2 in the chat if you're like, Josh, Mosh, I could care less. Okay. 1, you appreciate Josh trying to get it out, even though you know it infuriates the hell out of Elena. Or a 2 in the chat if you feel like Josh should have just said no. Hell to the no, no, no. Oops. Anyway, y'all are so slow. Oh my gosh. So that was it. That was the episode. That was it. That was it. That was it. Let's see. He said the man is dusty. It's okay that he's attempting to give his side, but the man is dusty. 15 years in a relationship, 2 children. They seem very, very successful. Very, very successful. But there's a lot that he has going on. And people marry people that's not ready to be married all the time. At any age. They were, known each other, I think she said since high school, maybe. High school or maybe college. So very, very young. They married very, very young. And those relationships become like friendships, best friends, and your expectations, they could be a little messy. They could be a little off. A lot of people are saying that they wish he wouldn't have brought it to the show. Really? At what cost is a marriage successful? I guess at the same cost that your life is successful. We don't have the answers. We think that we do, but we don't have the answers. We live it every single solitary day. That's it. But you have to decide what you can take and what you can't. This is where she is. After 15 years of marriage, she feels like, I'm going to bring this shit to the show. We've seen this happen before. I'm going to bring this shit to the show and see if I can get him to lock in. Are you able to lock in and do what you're supposed to do after this? Because I am going to embarrass your ass on a public platform. And this is something that she said it's not even in her to do. But she's so tired of his shit. She's doing it. She's so tired. She's doing it. And she told us with her mama, I will make a pretty picture no matter how stinky my household is. Everything will look great to everybody on the outside. So both of them are doing something that they've never done before. And he married a woman that he knew was like that. And in a way, she married him knowing that he liked to keep his shit private too. So these two attracted each other. And this is what happened. Now we're hearing the bad side, but we don't know the good sides. We haven't heard that part. And sometimes because TV is the way it is, it focuses on the bad part. Boundaries do change in marriage. Boundaries change in marriage all the time. I agree. I agree. I agree. Hold on, child. Two, but it seemed you said two, but it seems like Josh has given up putting any more work in because Elena has given him a pass for cheating while they were engaged. Charla, I said the same thing. I said it feels like she met a man that she thought. Sometimes you see those people that's quiet. They're at the, you know what I'm saying? She married a man that she thought was this nice guy that was going to do a certain thing, right? And it shocked the hell out of her that he cheated on her during their engagement part, right? But she got quickly into step thinking, whatever it was, I have this public engagement. I don't want people to think this about me. I don't want them to think this about him. So we're just going to keep moving. But she also taught him that she's going to turn a blind eye. She kind of taught him that. But he's seeing a new side of her. Like I said, for her to have been that way at the beginning, all the way up until now, she's like, I don't give two cares. Okay. So kudos to Elena, because that's hard. That's hard. But yeah, that's it, y'all. That is all. That's all the show. That's all the show. If y'all have anything else y'all would like to share, please share it. Hold on. I'll get my picture back up. Remove. All right, y'all. So that is it. That's all the tea for Heart and Hustle, episode 7. We got one more episode to go. Okay. Hit the like button, share the video, please, and thank you. Follow me on all my platforms at DYANAROZAY. I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. Okay. And I will catch you on the next one. Thank you to my moderator, Lady D Keys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.